So I'm now in week 15 of lockdown, and it's also my 15th year anniversary with NRG as a business. Sometimes it feels like yesterday that I joined, sometimes it feels like a lifetime ago. I joined the business back in 2005. I was living down in London at the time. I was working for Hilton Hotels, and my then fiance and I decided that we were going to make a move back up to the northeast. My parents are up here. We knew that there was a lot of different opportunities, so we made the decision to do that. I was recommended to speak to Joan Bruce at NRG. I came in, met with Joan, was with her for probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours, just chatting, got on extremely well. Left the business feeling hugely positive about it and definitely thought it was something I wanted to be a part of. I was no further than Grey's Monument when I got a call from Joan to say, could I come back and could I have a conversation with Therese Little, the managing director at the time. Of course I said yes, went back, met with Therese, and the rest, as they say, is history. I've continued to work with Therese for the whole time, really, over the last 15 years. We've worked really closely, probably in each of my roles, actually. So I got married probably about 3 months after I started with the business. And then I've gone on to have 2 children. I've got Gracie, who's 13, Jack, who's 9. Throughout all of that time, really, my career has continued to develop with the business. I've always been really supported. I've worked with some fantastic people over that time. I started as a commercial consultant in Joan Bruce's team. I talked about Joan earlier, absolutely brilliant manager, loved working with her. In what was our city business, which was commercial, ad hoc temps, that kind of thing. Absolutely loved it. Some of the people that I worked with then, I still work with now. Sarah Miller, Alison Jobson, Kerry Rankin are still in my team. And you know, as I say, we've worked together for the last 15 years. I've worked with some brilliant people. I had Gracie when I was in that role, and then decided to move to do sales and marketing recruitment in our professional services division, which I loved as well. I then moved to, after I had Jack, my second maternity leave, I moved to our solutions business. I said to Therese, I don't think I want to Fian anymore. I want to try something new. She suggested the solutions business, which is where I went. And I found home. It was where I should have been. I came back 4 days a week thinking, okay, I'm going to ease myself back in after my second baby. Things don't always pan out as you plan them. Within about 12 months, I think, I was running that business area, running some huge key accounts, some key national RPO accounts, but absolutely loved the job. The business has evolved into what we now know as Greenbean. Our RPO brand. People ask, how did you come up with the name Greenbean? It was literally the only name that myself, Therese and Lorna could agree on. So Greenbean's about 3 years old now. Throughout that time I've worked with the fantastic Louise Reed. Absolutely love working with Louise. We really share a vision along with Therese around what Greenbean's going to look like. And then a couple of years ago, I was made an executive director at NRG, which I was so proud of. I think everything that I'd worked towards kind of led me to that point. So I was delighted to be appointed to the board in 2018. And it's been a really exciting journey over the last couple of years as well. There's so many different things that have changed in the business. I can honestly say I'm never bored. I've worked with some truly wonderful people over the 15 years that I've been there. I want to thank Therese, Lorna and Wayne for having the faith and belief in me and appointing me to the board. And I absolutely love the people that I continue to work with, James, Mark, Therese, the executive board. And I'm really excited about what's going to happen next in the journey with Gallagher as well. So I guess that's all I've got to say really. Cheers to 15 years and to another 15.